Hello, it's Emma and Maddie from the post-recording editing studio.
Hi.
We just wanted to pop on and talk about the next book we're going to do because it's not one of the big ones that everybody tends to know about. So we wanted to give you an opportunity to read it before our episode comes out in 2 weeks.
Yes, we are taking a break from our endless Sarah J. Maas list. We will hopefully not be coming back, but you know us.
We'll be back.
But this week, we are reading The Ministry of Time.
By Kelly Ann Bradley?
Yeah.
Okay, great. It's a little bit different from what we usually do.
It
Because
is.
it's not as romantasy,
Mhm.
and it's not even fantasy. I would say it's probably more sci-fi.
It is a lot like sci-fi. They're like, hey, here's time travel. How's it work? That's above your pay grade, you stupid bitch.
It's a great question. Next.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are going to be reading The Ministry of Time so far. We really like it.
Yes.
We want to give you the opportunity to go ahead and get that as well.
It is so well written.
It's very well written. It's a time travel love story. So make sure you check that out.
What did we say that we need to say again on the cold open? Oh, yeah. Lickable gourd.
Hi, welcome to Page to Stage,
Where the books write the script.
and we set the scene. I'm Emma.
And I'm Maddie.
Today is our winter holiday episode.
Woo!
Happy holidays, no matter
Happy
what
holidays.
you celebrate or don't celebrate. I hope that the winter is being kind to you and yours.
Yeah. Hopefully, regardless of what you celebrate, you got some time off work or school or
Yes.
whatever, and you're using it to drink and eat wonderful things.
Ooh, eggnog.
No.
Listen, Miley,
Where are you going?
we have a guest in the studio today, and the guest is being Emma's, 12-pound terrier mutt, who is currently sitting on Maddie's lap
Well, not really.
with her front paws on our recording desk, her back paws perched on Maddie's tummy, and looking me dead in my eyeballs as if I've murdered her family. She's living the dream over there.
She's real cute.
She is. She's the scruffiest baby. Put her enough in front of your face. Miley. Okay, yep, that's going on the Instagram right there.
Let's talk about question of the day. What is it?
What is the question of the day?
It's your turn.
The question of the day is, of all of the books that we have read,
Mhm.
which universe would you most want to, like, you as Maddie,
Right.
go into? Because I know there are some, like, things it's like, yeah, in theory that's cool, but then, like,
you die.
You die.
Right.
So what universe of the books that we go to are you most likely to want to go and live in?
Our honor books are like our total book club.
Our total book club.
I think that I'm going to have to go for the Phantasma world.
Ooh, okay.
Because it's kind of a magical realism.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it's not any worse, really,
Yeah.
than the true world.
Yeah.
But I do have faith in my ability to, like, just put out weird vibes
Mm-hmm.
until something supernatural happened to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you join Phantasma? Like, would you do the
Oh,
trials?
No.
I didn't think so. Okay.
Just like in the world as a whole, if there's all this stuff happening, like I'm gonna end up with a ghost best friend or something. Like,
yeah.
I think
Okay.
it'd be a good time,
I like it. I like that a lot.
and it's a good time period. Like,
Ooh, yeah. I mean, not for women.
no, but like it's better for women than it could have been,
Right.
And they're like our toilets.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's got ups and downs, but
Of
like
course.
better than all of the 1800s.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair. When did we decide it was set? In the 19...
Like the turn of the century or like
Okay.
the 1910s, maybe.
Edwardian era. Okay. Word.
Yeah.
I like it. It is the least bad. Those books are the least bad, like, timelines.
And I am a coward.
I I don't want a dragon, though.
Because you're not a coward.
Well, I don't know if that's true. I mean, I would like to think that if it came to time to ride a wyvern or time to ride a dragon, like that I would be able to do it in either one of those universes.
Yeah.
I would like to think that, like, if not that, then I at least could be a griffin rider. I don't know. But like there's so much war, but there's war right now too.
Yeah.
And I'm not out fighting in the trenches currently. So
No.
like would I be fighting in the trenches in that world?
Well, if you want to hop on a dragon, I
Yeah.
think you've gotta.
Yeah. I think I like my chances on the back of a dragon more than I like my chances like currently if I were to go to war.
Yeah, I think so.
So I think I have to decide because I don't know as much as I could know because I haven't read any more of the Throne of Glass.
Yeah.
But I would love to be in Manon's coven.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Wouldn't that be so cool?
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
So I think I need to weirdly enough, like I'm gonna die. Any of these worlds I'm gonna die except for Phantasma, where I would do the thing where I'd be like, I want to join Phantasma. And then I would die anyway.
Yeah.
So
do you think you'd die or do you think you'd end up in like a devil bargain?
I'd end up in a devil bargain.
Yeah.
Because I would be too stubborn
To die.
to not to like drop out. I wouldn't do the thing in the middle of a trial where I'm like,
No.
okay, devil bargain, gotta go. Like I'd be too stubborn for that, so I think I would have to make a bargain prior to the trials.
Yeah.
That allows like that I can get help. Because I'm way too stubborn to quit.
Yeah.
But I am not too stubborn.
But you would inevitably end up with a less helpful devil than
Blackwell. Yes, of course.
And then you live just a horribly complicated but really cool life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I want a dragon. And so, or like I either want to live in the Throne of Glass series, specifically with the covens, and have a wyvern, or I want to live in Basgiath area.
Yeah.
And I want to be a dragon rider.
Okay.
So.
Great.
Yeah.
I love it.
Cool. All right. Our listener base, I don't know if it's a fan base. I don't know if you like us. But our listener base has extended even further into the world. I believe now we have somebody in Singapore.
Yeah.
And we have passed the point in the UK where we've decided it has to be
a real person
or multiple at least one real person, because there are enough listeners in the UK that not all of them can be using a VPN.
Right.
So that's super exciting.
That's so exciting.
We also, y'all, I know that like it may not sound exciting to you, but I think the best holiday gift you could give to us would be to message us on Instagram or send us an email.
Yeah.
Because then not only do we have people who are listening to the pod, but who actually want to reach out and talk to us.
Yes.
And that feels like the best holiday gift of all time.
We promise that this is a very authentic version of ourselves. We're not going to be mean.
No. Like, No. I'm meaner than Maddie is.
That's not true.
It is true. You have not seen me with my freshmen and sophomores lately.
Yeah.
I am meaner than Maddie is, but I am not mean unless you're a dick.
And 14.
And, well, I'm less likely to be mean to a 14-year-old
That's
asshole than I am to be to, like, a 30-year-old asshole. But I think at this point, if you're still listening, you're not an asshole.
No, surely not.
You're the same brand of asshole as we are, which is good. And we need that. You're not like a women shouldn't have rights and black people should be illegal asshole.
Yeah.
Which is the kind of asshole that I'll be mean to. So, you're just a cynical asshole like me.
You do get in a lot of Facebook fights.
I do get in a lot of Facebook fights. It's true. Don't be a dick. And grown up, both things. Nope. Fix yourself.
Yeah.
So, that was our announcement. And as always, the Theater of the Absurd submission form will be linked in the description.
Yes. Send us stuff that you wish you hadn't opened your eyes to read, or
that you're so glad that you did,
or
but like in a secret way.
Yeah. Or that you found scrolling on Goodreads specifically for this purpose because you wanted to help us out because we are starting to struggle.
Which is crazy because we've only done it like 4 times.
Yeah.
Shall we?
We shall.
Talk about today. We have not even introduced it yet. We haven't even said it.
No, we haven't. Here's what it is. It is
A Court of Frost and Starlight, a holiday vignette special.
We know that we have had a lot of ACOTAR focused and ACOTAR adjacent episodes.
There's a lot of books. There could be more episodes.
It's true. But for people who claim that it was not great, but they were compelled to read it.
Yes.
However, it lends itself really well to what we do here.
Yes.
And
so atmospheric.
It's so atmospheric. And we were so excited to bring you holiday vignettes because there is nothing better than a vignette one act. Emma, tell them what that means.
A vignette is a bunch of little tiny scenes that it's not written in a linear plot structure where there's a beginning, rising action, climax, and then resolution. A vignette is just a whole bunch of tiny little scenes that maybe have individual plot structures, but that all take place often in the same exact world and sometimes lead to a final vignette that kind of brings everybody together.
And that is what we're going for today. We're going to have a big one at the end.
And the one act version of that is that this is a sit down and watch the whole thing. There is no intermission. It's probably 45 minutes to an hour. And that's the whole deal.
Yeah.
So, some plays that do this are plays such as Almost Maine, which is a really cute, it's not a holiday one, but it could feel a little bit holiday-ish. Almost Maine is one. Another one, if you want to be really sad all the time, is How I Learned to Drive. That one will make you super sad, but is also very good. Lots of trigger warnings on that one, so you should take a look-see.
Most kinds of variety show are also like this.
Mm-hmm. The vagina monologues.
Sorry?
Yeah, the vagina monologues.
That didn't clear it up.
Oh, okay.
You just said it a second time.
The vagina monologues is a super, super famous vignette style show that's all about women's struggles and sexism and all that sort of stuff.
Oh,
and it's
that's
just
really cool. My bad.
It's a whole bunch of it's like a whole bunch of monologues where it's like one person comes up and does a monologue and then something else. So that's a really famous one.
I was just imagining a set just like painted like one big Georgia O'Keeffe painting.
I do think that's how I would do the vagina monologues.
Yeah, no, I know. Let me tell you about what our vignettes are.
Yes, let's talk about A Court of Frost and Starlight.
Okay, we have decided to divide it up into 8 vignettes.
We have rearranged some things a little bit to bring our inner circle back together by the end. And it's really cute and very found family. And we had on a happy note because it would be a crime, I think, to end a holiday show.
Yeah.
On like a sad note.
That'd
like
mean.
That's like ending Christmas Eve service with the Passion of Christ.
Why are you bringing Catholicism into our podcast?
I don't know.
Leave it at the door.
I grew up Catholic.
Sounds like a you problem.
Anyway.
Okay.
We're going to end it happy.
Yes. Okay. So instead of following our usual structure, we are going to go by each vignette because it makes more sense.
Talk about what's the same, talk about what changes.
Yeah.
And it allows you to kind of get a full vision of our rewrite of Frost and Starlight.
It's not a rewrite.
It's not a rewrite.
That would be illegal.
That would be illegal. It's not a rewrite. It's a reordering of.
Our first vignette is we open on
what kind of stage?
A proscenium?
Yes, but I want it to be a cozy, comfy, smaller stage. I don't want it to be like a big auditorium.
I want it could be a thrust.
It could be like a modified thrust, like an elevated thrust.
Uh-huh.
Where it is we're in the smaller auditorium and we it's elevated above us instead of it all being on the same level.
Yeah, like at the Globe.
Yeah. That could be good. I want it to be cozy though. 200 to 300 seats.
Yeah.
Not the big 2,000 seat prosceniums.
No, but you're kind of looking up at it. It's very cozy, warmly lit in the audience, regardless of what the lighting on stage looks like.
Mm-hmm. As long as it is like a cozy space. I almost think that it should be a small proscenium.
Okay.
Like, I normally am Team Thrust, but I think it should be a smaller proscenium, so it's almost like we're watching a Christmas special on a TV.
I agree. Okay.
So, a little cozy proscenium where it's like not very big, maybe like 20 feet wide.
Yeah.
So that it's all a cozy little space. And
I think probably the house should be decorated. Like, decked the halls.
yes, like the audience should be decorated.
Yes.
Yes, I would agree. I think that we need to be fairly secular in this, though. Like, make sure we have things for Hanukkah and for Kwanzaa and for Christmas and for Yule.
There you go.
I can't think of any more. There's a whole bunch more, but I can't think of any more. Sorry.
Okay. But yes. I was thinking mostly like greenery type decorations. Just very seasonal in general. Little piles of fake snow.
Winter.
Gotta have it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that's also fair for what is on the stage the whole time.
Yeah.
Just some little like rocks with some snow dusting on it and different like little pine type bushes and trees. Nothing huge.
Little garland all across the edge of the proscenium.
Yes. Just make it feel like winter.
Yeah.
Even if we were doing this in the dead of summer.
Of course.
Yes. You walk in, you're like, it's December. And I think that because of the proscenium, the reason I landed on, hey, this should maybe be a proscenium, that I think we should be able to see Valaris, like a silhouette of Valaris in the background almost the whole time.
Yes, totally
like
true.
probably the whole time. Like we get a full silhouette of like, not that we all know what it looks like, but we could decide that this is what Valaris looks like.
Have little mountain and the stars.
Yeah. And then we can use lighting on the site behind it.
Yeah.
Or to like just like give it different times of day and all of that. And then I think the only other thing that would maybe be really cool that isn't vignette specific is the like if there's a above, like a grid above or a catwalk right above the stage, that we could make it snow.
I think that would be great.
And one of the classic ways to make it snow on stage, dried potatoes.
Yeah.
So you gotta
it's one of my favorite theater things I ever learned.
Some dried potato, like freeze dried potato flakes that you would then cook and make into real potatoes. You dust those.
Are you implying that without the water they're not real potatoes? Okay.
They're potato wisps.
What a hot take.
So we make the potato flakes from the top, and so that's like the base layer.
Okay.
And then other things just kind of shift in front of it.
Yeah. So we have this cozy proscenium, and the curtains open on Feyre and Cassian decorating for the holidays.
Yes. So for this set,
yes,
I think it would be the easiest if we had rotating sets.
I agree.
And this set, I believe, should be outlined like the top of a house. And on one side, it is the inside of the house that they are decorating. And so it's not huge. Like, it just is enough to say, hey, look, we're inside a house.
Right.
And then they can hang up garland over the doorway, and they can kind of set some stuff out and put little snowflakes up. And the inside of the house has, like, it's just like, this is the living room. We're cozy and we're inside. Cassian and Feyre have an awesome friendship moment where we get to kind of just see their little, sarcastic friendship and their little, he's like, yes, my high lady. And she's like, fuck right off, Cassian.
Yeah.
And they, they have fun. And
she's got to stop him from hanging mistletoe over all the doorways.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also imagine that maybe like I don't think this was not in the book, but I want it to be there.
Go ahead.
Inside the house, there's a kitchen table, and on the kitchen table, there's like all the makings to make sugar cookies and like decorate them. And at some point, I do want her to like blow flour into his face.
For sure.
Because it's just fun and friendship and found family.
Yes.
And that will set us off for the whole vibe of the show. That'll tell us that we are in like what our setting is.
Absolutely. I think over the whole show, we're sound-wise, we're just going to be playing multicultural holiday music.
Yeah, just like, and no words.
No.
Just a whole lot of like bells,
maybe familiar tunes, maybe not, just like
quietly in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a cute little guy. I think that's kind of how the graphic audio was.
Yeah.
was like just some jingle bells and sounds of snow.
Sometimes the music that they license or don't have to license, though, is insane.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes, like, what are you doing?
What is that?
What are you? No.
Yeah.
So maybe we can get Strange Mood to do all the music for this one.
Ooh!
So
That would be great.
We get Strange Mood Productions to do all the music for this one, and they make it very, like, holiday-y, but not things that people know.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, okay, yeah. Like, it's vaguely Jingle Bells, but, like, not.
For those of you who don't listen to our end credits, Strange Mood Productions did our theme song for us.
Yes.
And you should be listening, if not to our end credits, to
our after-credit scene.
Yes!
We have an after-credit scene. And I don't know that anyone knows about it.
They're so funny.
They are. It's just
like,
nonsense.
It's second place for the cold open.
Yes.
We put it there.
Put it at the end. It's a little surprise.
Yeah.
For the end.
None of you have discovered it yet. Please.
Yeah. Go through it and then be like, LOL, that's so funny. That's the way you can tell me and Maddie apart. Because when I say LOL out loud, I say LOL. When she says LOL, she says LOL.
All right. So that scene is very cute. It sets a great mood. And out of that scene, to our next vignette, we follow Cassian.
Yes, and I do think that vignettes almost depend on blackouts between every scene.
Yeah.
Just to say, hey, time has passed. And change the set around.
Right. And for all that these aren't linear, the lighting will sort of be working its way towards dark.
Yeah.
It is the same day.
Yes. But it's just different little scenes. Like the scene that we just saw with Cassian and Feyre does not necessarily directly impact the next thing that we are going to watch.
Right, exactly. They could all stand alone, but they're happier together.
Yeah. Just like the inner circle.
Yeah.
They're so good. They're so good. Okay. So, what is our next scene? I guess what are Feyre and Cassian wearing in that first little vignette?
Oh, I think they are all wearing obnoxious Christmas sweaters the whole time.
I love that. Yes.
I grew up celebrating Christmas.
Sure.
I don't know if there is a ugly Christmas sweater equivalent in other cultures.
I also don't.
But if your culture does ugly sweaters, those two, I just need them to be ugly.
Yeah, just like holiday themed sweaters.
Yeah.
And I do think that because SJM writes this as a very, very thinly veiled Christmas episode,
yeah, it's hard.
Like it's gonna be more Christmassy than it is other traditional type holidays, but
absolutely. We promise you a culturally diverse holiday episode next year.
Yes.
We will find one that is not thinly veiled Christmas.
Correct. We will find something.
We will find thinly veiled Hanukkah.
Nice. Yes. It'll be a fun exploration for us.
We'll get 6 years deep into this thing and we'll be like, I'm running out of things to thinly veil.
Yeah.
So anyway, ugly sweaters.
Yes.
And like normal pants.
Like just like jeans or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Feyre's ever-present leggings.
Why?
Because you know they have to be leather to fit into the fantasy scape, but like they're not. That's Lycra.
Yeah.
Okay.
So silly.
So silly.
So silly. So, okay, yeah. She's got the leggings and a long... I imagine her having, like, an off-the-shoulder...
She's wearing Uggs.
No! Turns out this vignette style play is set in 2012, everybody. Got leggings and an oversized sweater off the shoulder and some Uggs.
Feyre Archeron is 2012?
That's true. We should write a fan fiction in which Feyre Archeron and Elena Gilbert get to hang out because they're both.
Do you think they should hang out on the day when the world was supposed to end?
Oh, yes.
So, everybody who could be is wearing Uggs. Everyone else is wearing normal shoes.
Yeah. They're like those old dad slippers that you can like slip into, but they're like fuzzy on the inside.
Well, that's what Cassian's wearing for sure.
Yes. Those are his house shoes.
Nesta's wearing like boots.
Yeah. And Nesta is not wearing an ugly Christmas sweater.
No. Nesta's wearing warm weather clothes in dark colors.
Yep.
Also, Rhysand is wearing warm leather clothes in dark colors.
Imagine that Feyre has convinced him to wear a headband
with a Santa hat on it or something.
Yeah, like either a Santa hat or like a headband with like Rudolph antlers on it.
I like that better. I think antlers is funny.
Yeah. And he's like, okay. And she's like, I just wanted you to be festive. And he's like, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, where do we go from the decoration scene?
Okay. We are going to the boys' snowball fight.
Yes. So, Cassian leaves.
Yes.
And as Cassian leaves, there's a blackout.
Right.
Or they both leave. There's a blackout. I think that the thing that was the inside of their house spins around and is the shed next to the House of Wind. Are they in the House of Wind?
No, they're at that cottage in the mountains.
Oh, that's right.
Feyre painted with everybody's eyeballs.
Sarah J. Maas has done a lot of things that make me go, why, Sarah?
You ain't even finished with Throne of Glass yet.
Why, Sarah J? Does somebody else completely deface a historical family home?
Listen, I can't guarantee it, but, like, probably.
Sarah J. Maas.
I kind of think Kale gets up to some shit.
Sarah J. No! Is that why everyone hates him?
No.
Oh. They hate him because he goes and paints the house in the mountains. He paints over Feyre's eyes. Like,
I think they hate him because he's ostensibly autistic.
Oh, no.
Like, isn't he probably
ableist?
I can't say a different thing to you. Yeah, you just need to finish reading those books.
So, it turns around and it becomes the shed up in the mountains next to the house that is the sauna.
Yes.
But we don't know that as the audience.
No.
Until later when they all walk through that door and then, like,
but we're not there yet.
But we're not there. So they have a football fight. Nope. Snowball fight.
Yes.
They have a snowball fight and it's the boys. And I think it's like Cassian comes in and is like, guys, where are you? And then Asriel and Rhys just like start pelting him with snowballs.
Do you think that they make it like no wings allowed like the blood right so we don't have to put them on wires?
I think that's a great call.
Okay.
Yes. No wings allowed because that wouldn't be fair. One of them can't fly, right?
That's not true.
That's not true. Is there one that can't fly?
Well, Rhys doesn't have ever-present wings, but he sure can fly.
That's true.
They fuck in the sky in this book.
Oh my god.
This
book is bad. Okay. So yeah, so they are football. Why do I keep saying football?
I don't know.
I don't know either. It's Thanksgiving week. Football.
Do you football Thanksgiving?
Oh, well, somebody does. It's like a tradition in Friends.
All right. Oh my god.
We're never making it through this episode.
No.
We're already 40 minutes in, man.
Fuck. Okay. They are having a snowball fight.
Yes.
They are not allowed to use their wings because we don't want to put them on wires. That's a lot of work.
No, that's not for this one. And it's just cute, and they talk about the tradition.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're just having a fun little...
They yell at each other. They're teasing each other.
Yes.
Asriel wins again.
Yeah, and he's like, aha, 199, baby. And they're like, shut the fuck up, Az. And then they walk into the shed, and that is then the lights go down.
Right. And we're not coming back up on the sauna.
Nope.
We have other plans first.
Yes. Because that would be too linear.
Yeah.
For the way this show is going.
We're not doing that.
So the snowball should be made of probably, those... Have you felt those snowballs that they make that aren't made of snow, but they're like reusable snowball all year round? And they're just like puffs of, they're not cotton, but they're like...
I haven't, but I think that would be good. There's like
balls.
dryer balls, yeah. Or I think that we could use styrofoam.
Yeah. The only reason I was thinking not styrofoam is because that bounces
Makes a
in
noise.
A different way than like a cotton
Sure.
polyester mix.
Let's do dryer balls.
Dryer balls. And they just, like 100 of them.
Yeah.
So many of them.
Every once in a while, somebody launches an entire icicle at someone else.
That's so true. Ooh! They do it. I want at one point for, like, Cassian to, like, spear an icicle at Rhys, and Rhys to, like, catch it and, like, throw it back at Az, and Az to just, like, barely dive out of the way. Like, it's a cool it's a cute little scene. It's boys being boys. This is what boys being boys should mean.
Way. Yeah.
Because they're just being good 300-year-old men.
It's more than
500-year-old
that.
men. 1,200-year-old men.
Well, not that many.
7,500-year-old men. After you pass like 80, like in these worlds, I think
80 is still
90
human lifespan. I think you got to get over 100.
Get over 100, and then it doesn't matter anymore to me.
Right.
I'm like, okay, that's fine. You're 75.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1,000 years old.
75,000 years old.
Yeah.
I think that when you get to 75,000, you're just like drowning so much in your own existential dread.
Oh my god, so true. Yeah.
Either that or you've had like 1 million kids and they tether you to the earth.
That's so true. Okay.
Okay.
So from there, they walk into the sauna, the lights go out, we
And
clap.
we open on the rainbow.
Yes.
We are Christmas shopping with Feyre and more.
Yes, I believe that at this point that rolling inside the house, outside the sauna rolls off.
Yes.
And while it's off, I think the tech team is working hard to redecorate the inside to be the inside of the sauna for later.
Yes.
And so the rainbow, I think, should just be that outline of Valaris.
For sure.
And then a separate rolly bit, or it could be the same one. It's a small stage, the same outside of the sauna. So nix everything I just said.
Yeah. Good.
The outside of the sauna just moves to the other side of the
Nix,
stage.
you say.
Nix, I say.
Sorry.
NYX, perhaps.
Perhaps.
Perchance. But the sauna comes rolling to the other
Such a
side of the
dumb
stage.
name!
It's such a stupid name.
I'm sorry.
It's
I
such
keep fucking up
stupid
the audio. I just can't hold it in.
No.
What do you mean? The High Lord and Lady of the Night Court were like, night.
I know. Stupid.
Get fucked.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do
That's
that.
a person.
That's a person. That's a human being who's gonna have to go to school.
But like, to be fair, resand.
Yeah, that's fair. Recent. Depending on who you talk to.
Yeah. Depending if you're talking to people who are wrong or not.
Yeah, if you're talking to the people who are right, it's resand. Any hoodle. That moves over to the other side of the stage. The little sauna space does. And it gets a little sign hung on it that is like for sale.
Yeah, we got like little tables.
And it just
stuff.
makes it look different. And that is where we are in the rainbow and Feyre is walking around. And she finds this person who tells her about how this house is abandoned. Right? Where she's going to turn this into her studio.
Sure, we could set that up now.
We set it up, and then it's like, oh, okay, cool, thanks. And she turns around, and there's more.
Yeah. And they're like, Farrah's like, I don't know what to get for Amren. And Mort's like, I think there's only one thing to get for Amren, and that's wildly expensive jewelry.
Yeah, and they go on a little shopping spree.
Yeah.
That's a cute shopping spree
have a
moment.
fun time.
And we leave that house, that little vacant storefront house up, just as like some subtle foreshadowing.
Yeah.
While Mor and Feyre just hang out girls' day.
They're having a good time.
They're having a great time.
And it's very heartwarming. And when we move out of that one, we are moving back to the sauna.
Mm-hmm. Lights go dark. I think the end of that scene should be them finding the thing for Amren, and then I think, is that also the shopping spree that that Feyre starts thinking about what she wants to get for Rhys?
I think so.
And she starts just thinking about, like, I can't think of anything
Yeah,
to
she's
get
like,
him.
oh my god, I don't know what to get
I
him.
don't know what to get him. I don't think it's a possibility. Like, nothing's going to be good enough. And then...
And listen, the fact that what she decides on is a painting of herself as a monster and a baby is kind of crazy.
So nutso.
That's so different than painting supplies in a house.
Yes. But you know what? She can paint herself as a million monsters with those new painting supplies, and that house can hold Nyx.
Yeah.
So...
And all the paintings.
And all the paintings of everybody as monsters. So yeah, and then the lights go down. They have a cute moment where they're both happy about what they get everybody. Lights go down. We open.
We're cutting back to the sauna.
We're in the sauna. And I think for that we could just... I don't even know. I think we could just roll that off stage. Roll the one set piece that we've had so far off stage, and that's when they can be redecorating it for future things if they need to. And we can just set up kind of like some little semicircle benches.
Yeah.
And have the boys in towels.
Yeah. Which, really, we need to come up with something to be going on. Because the comedic relief is just like, why is your annual tradition to sit naked in a sauna together?
Mm-hmm.
But what do you think they're talking about? And is it measuring wingspans?
Yes. Yep. I think it's like, no, man. I don't think you understand. The tips of mine extend it to 6 feet, 12 inches. Like, and then Asriel's like, Cassian, that's 7 feet. And he's like, oh, yeah. And, and they do math. And they're talking. Then Feyre comes in and is like, what the hell is happening here?
Feyre and Mor get there, and Mor's like...
And Feyre's like, what is happening? And then they come in, and then Rhys does leave with Feyre, I think, and ruins the tradition a little bit. And they give him just so much crap for that. Like,
yes.
Bros before hoes, man!
Right.
And so he pops out, and we can assume that he and Feyre are going to go shamoing.
Yes. Except, remember, it's not linear.
Right.
So we cut to our next scene, and that shop that we mentioned earlier, is having a break-in.
Yeah.
Because Feyre's breaking in.
Yes.
This is her painting studio now, she's decided.
Yep. And so as she is climbing, or she is going through, as she goes through what I imagine to be a very small window, because Feyre is a pretty small person.
Yeah, I think, like, canonically she goes through the door, but I think she should just be hanging halfway through the window.
I think she hangs through the window as the tech team flips the set around.
Oh, that's really
for
good.
us to be on the inside.
Yeah.
And then she kind of like shimmies her way through and like boom, 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 like thuds to the floor. And then like as she's like setting things up, you know, more lights are coming in so that it's a little bit brighter and lighter. And then she just sets up a whole easel and a whole painting. And she just, it's a silent one. There's no talking. It's just music. And it's her getting the idea to paint this trauma painting that she gives to Rhys.
I think it already exists.
It already exists.
I think that's the real kicker of it. It's not like I painted this for you for Christmas. It's like I took this out of storage.
Oh, I thought she painted it.
I think she
Can
painted
she?
during Agawar.
Can she paint it during this one
On our stage?
for the plot? Yes.
You just face the other way.
No, I know, but no, I'm saying.
Oh,
can we make
sure.
it part of the plot that she's
Why not?
painting it right now?
It's not changing any words in the script. Yeah.
No, we just have her paint it, and then it's like some nice, happy music.
Yeah.
As she finally gets the idea for what she wants to do. And then I do think that the other thing is that she then has a moment where she kind of like puts her hand on her tummy.
Yeah.
And is like, I know what I'm getting Rhys for Christmas.
Yeah.
And then it's blackout.
Right. And coming up after that, it's time to exchange gifts. This is a linear element in that it's a plot point following the one we just left, but it has been half a day, maybe?
Yes.
There's a big light change.
So we're outside the townhouse. Cassian's walking up. He has a box in his hand, and up comes Nesta. And this is where we've played with the timeline of the plot a little bit. Because we don't want this to end with him walking her home and her being pissy.
No, because that's so sad.
Yeah. So.
And we're not trying to set up the next book. There is no next book.
There is no next book. This is a play. And it's 45 minutes long.
Yep.
That's all you get.
That's all you get.
So we.
And hot chocolate.
And hot chocolate. Ooh, we should sell hot chocolate at this play.
Yeah, this very real play that we're clearly doing. Yeah.
Yeah, we should sell hot chocolate.
Of course.
Okay. And so Cassian's walking up, Nesta's walking up the other way. He's like, hey, I didn't expect to see you tonight, but just in case we did, I got you this present. And she's like, I don't want your present. And they have a little argument, and it ends with her walking away and him tossing the present into the river.
Yes.
And
you
then
should be very sad for him, but
yes,
we want you to be sympathetic to her.
Yes.
Because she needs to be clearly hurting. She's not just a bitch.
Yes, that's true. I'm gonna make a change as we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Blackout.
Yeah.
Lights come up on just Feyre and Rhys.
Yeah.
In their own space.
Okay.
Getting ready to go to the townhouse for Found Family. And that's
I think it's at the House of the Wind.
At the House of the Wind?
That's where they do their
I thought
big
they did
celebrations.
It at the townhouse.
Well, maybe, but they live at the townhouse. So where do you postulate that they are now? Like upstairs?
Yeah, in their room.
Okay.
They're upstairs in their room or whatever, and that's when Rhys is like, hey, all the things are on the bed for her, like the sketchbook and the paints. And
yeah.
He's like, I also bought us this plot of land so that we can build a house that's ours. And she says, like, great. And then, like,
we're going to need the extra space.
We're going to need the extra space because if you're ready, I'm ready to start trying for a baby. And then they kiss and it's really cute. And then blackout. And then we are inside the townhouse.
Yeah.
Back where we started.
And they're going straight downstairs.
Yes.
Not to fuck in the sky.
Right. Straight downstairs.
Yeah.
And the house turns around and we are back inside where Cassian and Feyre decorated so nicely.
Yeah.
And everyone is sitting around and they come out of the side holding
crackling
hands.
Little fire.
And we are missing Nesta, obviously, because she has left. But they are talking and exchanging gifts. And there's a knock on the door. And Nesta comes in. And we let her give kind of a nice smile to Cassian and sit down next to him. And it's just a nice little ending where everybody is happy. And we forget that the box is in the river.
I want to have a lump in her pocket. I think she fished it out.
Oh my god, she walks in wet?
Why not?
She walks in dripping wet.
Why the motherfuck not? I think this is a cheesy enough and sweet enough little bit for the cast to just get up when it's over and look at the audience and yell Happy Holidays.
I think so too.
And like sing a Christmas carol or
Yeah.
that dreidel song that's really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a
Or
bop.
we can have Strange Mood write us a ACOTAR themed
Oh, good.
holiday jingle.
Yeah.
It's like, and Amarantha died, and the stars shine bright, and the snow comes down, and we're all happy now. The end. Happy holidays.
Better than it could have been. Better than I was expecting.
Jingle bells, Asriel smells, Cassian laid an egg.
Probably.
The Reese-mobile lost a wheel. And
I like that this is not just a thin overwrite of Jingle Bells. It's a thin overwrite of the Batman version of Jingle Bells. Good.
and
It's in the spirit.
Amarantha
Ran away.
ran away. Hey!
Yep.
And that's that. And then it's cute, and then, they do like a nice little time. They go and meet the audience, and it's just sweet.
Yep.
Which, this was a fully different structure than our normal structure, but I think like we covered all the things.
Yeah.
We got set. We got lights.
If there's anything we left out that you would have liked to hear about, you could contact us.
You could message us or email
and
us.
let us know. We will fill in the blanks.
Comment on this.
Yeah.
Share it with your friends and ask them what they think.
I think we gotta do a segment.
Segment?
Let's do holiday themed theater of the absurd.
Okay. Holiday themed theater of the absurd coming at you.
Welcome everyone to Theater of the Absurd.
Theater, 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 theater of the absurd. Theater, 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 theater of the absurd.
Woo! Okay. Theater of the Absurd is our segment where we find crazy, crazy plotted books or normal books with funny descriptions, and we read the descriptions and the titles to each other, and we laugh about it, and we have a good time celebrating people's creativity.
Yes. Absolutely. So, Maddie, this holiday themed theater of the absurd is brought to you by a Miss Holly Wilde,
Yep.
who writes just the best crazy shit.
Yeah.
I feel like it's always Holly.
It is always Holly.
But today's Theater of the Absurd title is One Night Stand with the Candy Cane Man.
Oh, good!
So the Candy Cane Man can join the Tooth Fairy and the Tax Man in a Why Choose Romance, probably.
Yeah, probably.
This has a 3-star rating on Goodreads.
Okay.
And here is our description.
Yep.
Kara Hawthorne scores an unbelievable last-minute stay at an exclusive bed and breakfast.
It hurts that she
And
has
the-
like a normal ass name. That makes it worse.
It does. It does. Exclusive bed and breakfast in the historic town of Salem, Massachusetts.
Oh, why?
Which is perfect because it blends her two favorite things, witches and colonial inns.
Pardon?
Yep, those are her two favorite things, Maddie.
Obviously, my bad.
Okay. While exploring the holiday streets, she steps into an antique shop filled with local artifacts, including an ancient and authentic witch's grimoire.
I'm literally vibrating. I'm so scared.
Mayhem unfolds as she bumps into the handsome Leo, another guest at the inn. Instantly, the two share an unbelievable sexual tension that deliciously unfurls as the night goes on.
Is it because she's literally stuck to him because he's a candy cane?
That would be awesome. I unfortunately don't think that's...
Is he a man? Is he just a man?
I think he might just be a man.
Ugh!
Upon waking up from the best night of passion Kara has ever enjoyed,
Oh, they went for it.
she
All right.
finds Leo missing. And in his place, a shiny candy cane.
Holy crap!
Hazily recalling a spell she read while drunk under the full moon, Kara's world shatters when she realizes that hexes are very
She
real.
turned him into a candy cane by fucking him?
And she just cast one on the man who shared her bed. Can Kara manage to break the curse of the Candy Cane Man? Or will she be doomed to deal with the ramifications of this sticky situation?
Oh, fuck. Wow. That's really good.
Yeah, it's good. Here's the top comment.
Yeah.
4 stars.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet figgy pudding, what in the literal actual hell did I just read? I don't even know what I've read, but it was 4 books packed into one 43-page insane, glorious,
43
chaotic
pages!
ride.
I love Holly. I don't care.
I love Holly.
Yeah.
Thank you, Holly, for this.
Thank you, Holly.
I laughed so hard I nearly fell off my chair, cried from laughing, and questioned my entire existence all in once. The 1-page book, oh, if you know, you know, was peak genius and absolute madness. Holly Wilde, you absolute legend. I bow to your unhinged, chaotic, and delightfully demented storytelling. I am officially the self-proclaimed queen of peen for being able to introduce the world to this wild ride. If you want pure, unfiltered crack that somehow makes perfect sense while making 0 sense, dive in. But don't say I didn't warn you.
I mean, we do want that for this segment.
I do, actually. So yeah, that makes me want to follow this person on Goodreads and find the other shit they read.
Oh, for sure.
Maybe reach out to them and be like, hello, could we perchance? Oh, Jingle Bell Cock.
We're doing other things.
No. Okay. This one's crazy. And then I can hand it to you. One of my favorite things about Holly's books is finding out what flavor the man juice will be.
What? No.
I will simply say 0 out of 5 on the sperm scale for this one, unfortunately. The rest was great, though. No complaints. There you go. I brought you that.
Yeah, you did. I am bringing you Elf Against the Wall.
Oh, no.
By Alina Jacobs.
Oh. What?
Yep.
Someone's gonna fuck the elf on a shelf?
Nope.
Oh. Well.
Okay.
Okay.
When you kiss this is the overview.
Okay.
When you kiss your perfect boyfriend under the mistletoe, only for your cousin to scream to the family that you stole her man, Christmas is over.
Oh, facts.
In my defense, I didn't know my boss. Yeah, my boss. Buckle up, because this is messy. This is word for word, by the way. Was my cousin's newly minted and totally lying fiancé.
Oh no!
I thought he was the Nutcracker Prince coming to finally show my family that I, too, was worthy of putting the star atop the Christmas tree. I was so wrong. Now my entire family thinks I'm a ho-ho-ho.
That's awesome.
I'm at the top of the naughty list, and not in a fun elf on the shelf way, but in a rather snide comments at brunch and sitting at the kids' table kind of way. I have to clear my name, or Christmas is ruined. And here's the crazy part. Again! What better way than to blackmail my family's #1 sworn enemy?
What?
I'm not gonna read you the rest of this, because he rides a motorcycle, apparently.
Oh, okay.
And he's gonna ruin Christmas.
Oh, of course he is.
But here is, a quote. It is 245 Kindle readers highlighted this.
Okay.
No. Anderson's deep voice cut through my family's excited chatter. Evie is not your surrogate. The only man impregnating her is me.
What? What?
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
There's more!
Oh, God.
Okay, this is another one. 189 Kindle readers highlighted this one. I'll tell you, Granny Doyle hollered through the doorway off the foyer. It looks to me like she's thinking with her vajazzle biscuit.
Her vajazzle biscuit?
Can't say I blame her, though. I thought menopause had dried me up, and now here I am, about to have to change my underwear.
Granny, no! Granny Doyle. Wow. Wow. That was good.
Yeah, thanks.
That's beautiful. Who wrote that one?
Alina Jacobs.
All right. Thank you, Alina Jacobs,
That's
for
so
that
funny,
masterpiece.
girl.
That's beautiful. That was good. Thank you so much for those beautiful lines and that beautiful description. Okay, well, that's our holiday episode, folks.
Happy holidays!
Happy mother freaking holidays.
Don't be a ho-ho-ho.
Or do. You should be a ho-ho-ho, but use protection.
Yeah.
And get tested once a year or every time you switch partners. Happy holidays!
Happy holidays!
We love you! Bye!
Our editing on Page to Stage is done by Emma.
Our music is by A Strange Mood Productions. Thank you for building us these sick beats.
If you want to contact us, that's at Page to Stage Pod on Instagram, or you could send us an email at pagetostagepod@gmail.com. Our Instagram is run by a tiny feral raccoon. We love her a lot.
And we love you a lot. We'll see you next time. So that's
because Emma's old. So, anyway.
Fine. I'm going to touch you with my toes now.
With your what?
With my toesies. I'm going to touch you with my toesies on your kneesies. Tap, 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 tap.
Thanks. Happy holidays.